right, y'all, because get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Joseline'S Cabaret, Texas. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get done in these comments because y'all already know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we kicking it off where we left off. Raven and Envy still trying to get through this obstacle course, and they still falling like a mug. I'm talking about both of them keep on falling off its balance beam. I don't know why they keep trying. They need to just listen to the ones in the background. It's like, y'all just finish it. Because we tired. At this point, we going to sleep her because y'all cannot get through this obstacle course. But they finally get through, which allows the rest of the teams to get through. And whatever team Raven, I think they on team one, Dani and Raven's team end up winning. And from the winning team, you got Neek, Draya, and Erica. They get called out for doing the best. They safe from elimination. On team two, even though it's the losing team, you got Oceans, Isis, and Jayla, who are also safe because they did the best. Now, Jocelyn tells the winners that they got a chance to win an additional $1,000 in cash if they go over and do this additional obstacle course. It's gonna just be for the 6 people that did the best, and the winner of that gets the money. So they go over to this different room. They got another obstacle course set up. Honey, I wouldn't even be mad because I'm tired. I'd have been like, look, we done practiced on top of practice. Then we came straight to the obstacle course. And now we got to do another obstacle course for a chance to win some money. I want the money, but I'm just tired, honey. I'm winded. I need my inhaler, my albuterol in here. It just would be a lot for me. But they go over, and I want to say they went in order of Draya, Jayla, Neek, Oceans, Isis, and Erica. They went in that order. And then out of all of those, Jayla came in third, Isis came in second, and Neek came in first place. And I wasn't shocked that Neek came in first place because Shawty was gone. When I say she flew through that damn obstacle course, Shorty flew, okay? It was crazy. But I commend her. She been saying this whole time that dancing and all of that is what she do. So, she's athletic. She can stand a whole lot of that. And you could tell by the way she flew around the damn course while everybody else was over there on the floor. Now, once they get through, Kay steps up to fight Erica. Well, she steps up and actually calls Erica out. She's like, Erica, I think don't you want to fight me? I mean, come on, let's just fight and get it over with. And it's just like, hey, what in the hell wrong with you? Why would you even think this was a good idea to do? To walk up and call this girl that blacked your eye last. They keep saying it was Jayla that messed her eye up last time, and I don't think so. I think it was Erica that messed her eye up last time too. She did her the same way that she did her in the last fight. They get up, they go around or whatever. And before you know it, Erica got Kay on the ground beating her in his one eye. And it's just like, where is security? Why in the hell did y'all let her pin her down like that and ram her fist into that girl's eye over and over again? Even Jocelyn was sitting there screaming, oh my God, paramedic. Where are the paramedics? Somebody get the paramedic. Jocelyn didn't even know what the hell to do. It was crazy the way she got beat. They finally break it up. Kay's eye is swole shut. You heard me? It's cut open. It's swole shut. Kay, your eye wasn't even completely healed from the last fight you had got into. I don't know. I really don't know what you was thinking. For real. Like, y'all have got to stop coming on these shows thinking that the only way that y'all are going to get far is fighting. You done already got in a fight. Jocelyn done already bought you back. Now your ass is finna go back home because you can't see again. You risking permanent eye damage at this point. I mean, I'm for real. I wouldn't blame... Not even I wouldn't blame. I wouldn't be shocked if you was going blind, honey. The way that girl beat your eye in like this. It was just crazy, honestly. So they pull Kay to the back. Sit her down, start going over her eye because it's messed up. Erica comes up, and I guess she says she feels bad for beating the girl up like she did. You should. The way you pounded her eye in like that, you should feel bad. So she walks up, and I want to say she comes up trying to apologize to Kay, but it ended up being them going back and forth again. And honestly, in this moment, I got to give it to Kay because when she kept asking Erica why she had to beat, even Jocelyn asked her, well, what is the problem? What is the problem that you have with the girl? What is the problem? Erica really couldn't formulate an answer. And it's like, if you have a problem with somebody, it shouldn't take you 3 business days to figure out what that problem is that you have with them. You should be able to just say it. But it was like Erica was just like stammering for a come up on why she didn't like the girl. And I don't like that. But Jocelyn ends up telling Kay that she's going to protect her and she's not going to let her get hit on no more. See, just like a good pimp. I'm not going to let you get hit by the girl no more. I see that the girl open your eye up. The girl mess your face up. She not going to do this no more. Because I cannot have this happen to your face no more like this. So she promised Kay that she's going to protect her. Now, off to the side, honey, all the other girls are talking on the sidebar, and Envy calls out Hennessy for her comments on the bus earlier about Rose, which understandably she gonna call her out because them two been already having words, and Hennessy said that they could run it again. So she calls out Hennessy, and she like, I'm just trying to figure out what your issue is with your friend, where you just was saying on the bus that you would fight her for the money. And, of course, Jayla, who was also saying something on the bus, they start backing her up. And they end up calling out the whole situation in front of the group. Well, Rose, I want to commend Rose because she a real ass bitch in my eyes. She said that she's not going to address and she's not going to clown her friend in front of the group just for TV time. She's going to address her friend off camera, or not even off camera, but just basically off to the side because it ain't nobody business but them two. And that's right. If that's your real friend, then that's exactly what you do. You pull her to the side and you let her know what the fuck is going on and what you have a problem with. Not just go ahead and start some drama with her in front of the group because other girls are egging you on. That's called a follower. All right? And it be so funny how girls will get mad at a girl for being a follower and then also in the same breath get mad at them for not following like they telling them to. Because it went to the point that Rose even got emotional. Like, she was like, I do not want to address her with this right now because that's my real friend. And they all like, well, it couldn't be me because we just saying you need... It doesn't have to be y'all. It's not y'all. It's her. And this is how she's telling y'all that she wants to deal with it. Well, Envy turned to Hennessy and pop her because, you was just on a bus saying that you wanted to run another fade with me. So she turned to Hennessy and pop her, and they get the fight in for another round. Now, Envy pretty much got it. I don't know if it's because she bigger or what, but I already think that Hennessy can't really fight based on earlier. She does hold her own, though. Like, even as far as running her mouth, one thing that girl gonna do is she gonna run her mouth. And I can't be mad at her for that because you got to hold your own when it comes in this house in all the ways. So they go, I want to say 2 rounds. And honestly, they end up on the floor on the second round. And Hennessy does end up on top of Envy. But it only lasted for a few seconds. Like, Envy had her the whole time up until they lost their balance and they fell. Jocelyn come out confused as hell. Now, what just happened right now? And they saying that Envy and Hennessy got into it. They trying to break it down to her or whatever. They also trying to tell her about the whole Hennessy and Rose fight. Jocelyn just get upset and just say, okay, then go home. We're going to talk about this tomorrow on another day. Elimination over for the night. Now, they go home. The next day, Rose goes up to Hennessy, and she like, let's go talk. Now, they go to the side. They go for a walk, and they go talk. And they talk goes much like what I thought that it was going to go. Last episode, I said that I did not feel like Hennessy was wrong for saying, yes, she would end up going toe-to-toe with Rose if she had to for the money. Because I'm sure these two understood coming into a competition as friends, there might been a day. Even if it come down to just y'all two, there was going to be a day when y'all were going to have to go toe to toe. And that just is what it is. And that was probably understood way before they even came on the show. And so that's why I don't understand why Rose didn't speak up and at least say that part. And Hennessy gonna address this later. But I feel like once the girls started questioning her when they were at the gym, Rose could have just said, me and her already had this discussion. We understand that this is a competition, and one day we gonna go head up. Like, it would have been the coldest thing if you would have been like, I know one day me and her are gonna have to go head up because we gonna have to send all you bitches home, and one day we are gonna have to squabble. And that just is what it is. We gonna get through it, and then we gonna go to fuck home as friends, period. We gonna do what we gotta do here for the money, and we gonna go home because that's what this is about. It's a competition. But they get that understood, and I love that for them. They come to an understanding that they're going to stay friends, and I am very happy that this seems like a bond that's strong enough that a show like this ain't going to break, because you will come on this show and be the best of friends with somebody, Tinka, Meatball. You can come on shows like these on Zeus and leave enemies in a heartbeat. So I'm so happy that they were able to put that behind them and say, forget this whole show. We're going to do what we got to do for this money, but we both know what's up. Not only that, but Rose already said she felt the way about a lot of the girls, coming in the way that they fought them. It's like, and then that's another thing. Y'all immediately dove on them as soon as they came in the damn door, and now y'all want to try to turn them against each other. It don't make no sense. Rose got her head on right. I'm gonna leave it at that. Rose got her head on straight, and she came into this competition knowing what she needed to do. So them two make up. Joseline, she's in her office. She waiting on Draya to come down and talk to her. Draya come in, and Joseline just basically telling her she's sick of her. But at the same time, she got some questions for her because, as y'all know, Draya is supposedly the new house mom. I don't know how you the house mom and you look like the house daughter, but here we are. Of course, the first thing they talk about is the whole outside caller situation. Draya still denying that she know what's going on. And Joseline basically just threatened to send her ass home, which at this point, I wouldn't be mad if you do. I know she's not, because Draya is one of her strongest dancers, and she's one of the dancers that knows all the dances, so she's not going to send her home. She's just going to keep threatening the girl and scaring her, but I'm not mad about it at this point. She also asked about Kay, like, where Kay at? Because I haven't seen the Kay ever since the yesterday when the girl had her eyes swollen. Like, where is Kay? Have you heard about that? And Draya's like, I don't really know. As far as Kay, I'm not really sure where she's at right now. But I haven't seen her. And Joseline's like, the girl probably at the hospital. I understand why the girl not here, because the girl got her eye beating, her eye closed shut. So I understand why the girl is not here. So then she starts asking her also about Chinx, and that's when we learn that Draya saw Chinx packing up her clothes, and Chinx does her exit. She left. It kind of seemed like I said last episode, also after Ocean said it, I started noticing that, like, when you watch Chinx doing the dance, she wouldn't really do it full out. It didn't really look like she wanted to beat her. So I can see her leaving, and that's what she did. She said that this was kind of taking her back to her old ways of fighting and just doing some anything. She's a changed person, so she left. I can't be mad at her for that, because, honey, you know, being on this show, you were going to do a lot more coming on. This is only the first couple of episodes, baby. It's only gonna get worse from her. Lastly, I don't really know what Joseline's angle is, but she asked Draya if she'll basically fight Dani for the 50K. And Draya said no, she would split the money. And see, this is another situation similar to Rose and Hennessy, whereas them two have already had an understanding that they gonna fight, and one of them is taking the money. Dani and Draya done got them an understanding that they not gonna fight each other. They just gonna both forfeit and split the money. Or if one of them win, they're gonna split the money with the other one, and you can't be mad at that either. Regardless of the fact, it's friends holding down friends. Joseline don't like that kind of shit in a competition like this. You can see it all over her face. She does not like that. She basically end the conversation and tell Draya to go get the girls ready for rehearsal. So the girls are getting dressed. They get on the bus. They headed over to rehearsal. They in the van, and they talking about the whole Rose and Hennessy situation. And they basically telling Rose that they think she's making excuses for Hennessy. And once again, Rose is standing 10 toes down. She like, I really don't give a damn what y'all think. This my real friend. We done talked. We done made up. And that just is what it is. And we over it. Well, Hennessy jumps in and she's like, well, what she did not tell y'all when y'all were bringing this up to her, and what I wish she would have said, was that we already had this discussion before we even came on this show. I also think that was information that she should have said. I feel like that would have really shut them up if she would have said, we already talked about this. Like, this is not new stuff. We know that we coming into a competition, and we've already spoken about what one person would do if the other person was in this situation or this situation, how we would rock with it. And that just is what it is. I feel like that would have killed all the curiosity from the beginning, but she didn't say that. Or maybe she just was ambushed so much that she didn't get a chance to say that, because all the girls was kind of coming at her left and right. But basically, them two did that on the bus. Now, somehow Hennessy and Neek start going back and forth. I honestly can't remember how it kicked off, but they start going back and forth. And Neek is like, Hennessy step up and say, what's up? Let's fight. Neek says she don't want to fight on the bus. She don't mind fighting. She just don't want to do it on the bus. She done fought on the bus before. And it's a chance you could get hurt easier, all kind of shit. I do not blame her. This damn thing is moving. It could stop at any moment. We could go flying. It's all kind of other bitches right in the, right here. They be jumping in. It's a whole lot. Let's just wait till we get off the bus to fight. But they very much into it, going back and forth. Then when they arrive at the practice, all the girls is getting off the bus, and my whole thing of it is, Neek, if you didn't think that Hennessy was coming for you, you crazy, because she even stepped over to the sideline, baby. She waited for you off on the sideline to get off that bus, and as soon as you did, she went and swung at you. I ain't gonna call it a sneak. because I just feel like you should have been ready for that. Like, y'all had just got through fighting. Y'all just were saying words about fighting and all of this. Baby, you should have just been prepared, and that just is what it is. But she swing at her. They get the fight in, and they end up on the ground. I mean, it looked like it's about to be a really good fight, but of course, that's where they got to end off on the episode. It looks like, I want to say Neek is going to end up getting the win, but we, of course, got to wait till next week to find out. But y'all get down in these comments and let me know what y'all thought of the episode. It was real short and sweet this week. It wasn't a whole lot to it. They finished the obstacle course. It was a couple of little fights. Which fight was y'all's favorite one? Me personally, I really don't know. I can't call a favorite one. I'm going to say that I like the whole obstacle course thing that they threw into the season. This kind of put a little kick to it, a little spin to the show, other than just them dancing and shaking ass. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the episode. Also, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, because y'all know y'all don't want to miss when I come back with the next one.